be showing you a new look by using a new primer, a new blush, and a new eyeshadow palette. I got these on Black Friday and I was so excited to try them. This is a primer by Milani and it is the hydrating one. And I absolutely have loved using this one since I got it on Friday, and it makes my makeup look so much less cakey, which is incredible. Also, I will probably be singing and dancing and talking to my sister-in-law while I film this, so just disregard it. I was just enjoying my morning, getting ready. This is a concealer by Maybelline that I love to use. It's just a concealer stick and it matches my skin tone perfectly. And then I add my True Match foundation. I love True Match foundation because it comes in warm tones, cool tones. There's also one in between, I can't remember what it's called, but it's by L'Oreal and it's absolutely incredible and I feel like it blends really well. And as you can tell, I'm using the makeup sponge to apply it to my face. So I just blend it in until all the makeup is ready. If you're watching this video, please tell me what kind of foundation you like and love and why you like and love it, because there are just so many out on the shelves and I've tried quite a few and there's not one that I'm like super happy about, but this is just the one that I found that matches my skin tone best currently because I have a lot of red undertones in my skin and it shows through a lot because I also have rosacea. So then I use e.l.f. concealer. It's the Camo concealer for 16 hours. And this I just use to highlight and contour my face. So I just put it on the more elevated spots on my face. Like most everyone else does, but if you haven't heard that, that's how you highlight, is by putting it on the elevated surfaces on your face. Then I take my beauty blender sponge and I blend it all in to make sure it looks nice and clean. I also heard that there's a new brush out for applying makeup and I've been wanting to try it, but I have kind of fallen in love with a sponge because I just love that it spreads the makeup evenly and so smoothly, and it just blends it so well. It took me so long to buy the blender. I just felt like it wasn't worth it. I didn't see the purpose of it. I was using a brush beforehand, and then I started using it, and now I absolutely love it. So if you haven't tried the beauty blender, you should definitely try it. You can find them at any grocery store or, convenience store. I think I got mine at Walmart, which is where I buy most of my makeup, just because the prices make sense, unless I'm going to Sephora or Ulta to get any other kind of the fancy brands that I also love, like the Naked palettes or Fenty Beauty or Tarte. Those are also amazing products. But for now, I've just been using a lot of drugstore makeup. I also hope you like these Christmas pajamas. I love them. They're Ashley Lara pajamas, and my mama got them for me last year for Christmas, but they are so stinging soft, and they look so cute and festive. And I don't know about y'all, but I start celebrating Christmas before Thanksgiving. So sorry, not sorry, but it's just so much fun and just such a limited amount of time to celebrate Christmas. So here I'm using the Maybelline Bronzer to contour around my cheekbones. I'll contour my nose and chin as well, and then kind of line my hairline around my forehead. There are so many different contouring techniques. It's kind of insane, and some completely change your face. So I just kind of do the very basic contouring because I like the more natural look, and I don't really care to change my face. I'm actually pretty happy with it, which I just feel bad when people aren't happy with how they look, but I absolutely love this product though. It's just like a very soft bronzer, and it does just what I need it to. And I believe I'm using a Sonia Kashuk brush from Target or Target, however you want to say it. It's much more fun to say it otherwise. Target's just a kind of, a lame name, but my friends and I always call it Target or Target just for funny things. But yeah, so after I apply my bronzer under my chin, I also go along kind of my jawline just to kind of define that a little bit. I do kind of have a more round face, and my chin tends to blend in with my neck, which is never a good thing. So this kind of helps make it stand out a little bit more. And this is my Milani blush. I got it new. It's the Rose D'oro, I believe is how you pronounce it. But it's just a much softer pink than the one that I was using. The one I use in summer is more of a hot pink. And then this one has a lot more brown and orange tones in it. So I just kind of warmed it up a little bit for the winter time. And I'm actually really happy about it. The brush I'm using is just from a random brush set I bought at Target. I just thought it was cute because it's pink, which a lot of makeup users would be very disappointed. But I just love the color pink, and it just makes putting on makeup so much more fun if you enjoy the tools that you're using. But it's soft and it does the job. Now I'm using a Model Co highlighter that I actually got for free from Sephora on my birthday a few years ago, and I have loved it. It has a pinkish tone to it, so the highlighter isn't as stark as some white highlighters, or I know some that are just more opaque, but this one has a pink hue, so I love it because it blends in more with my skin tone. And I just kind of highlight over the spots that I already put that 16-hour Camo concealer by e.l.f. And then I also line my lips a little bit, and then I'll also use it as an eyeshadow sometimes, or I'll put it underneath my eyebrow to highlight my eyebrow. And I just love it. It's just such a pretty color, and I just love having a little glitz. Not everybody uses highlighter, but I just love it because I feel like it gives a little bit more of like a pizzazz to my makeup and makes it a little more shiny, especially if I'm using my matte finishing spray, which I'll use today, instead of using my dewy finishing spray, which is also by Milani. So I will cover my face with the Milani spray before I start my eyeshadow, just to help set the face makeup, and I'll usually fan it to dry. This is a charcoal one, which I really enjoyed, but as it's running out, it actually is spraying some black dots on my face. So I would say just go with the original one and not the goodness gracious, charcoal one. But I really like Milani's finishing spray, and I also love the dewy one. And so now I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Primer, which is a MAC dupe. They have an eyeshadow primer paint pot, and this is the dupe that I found, because I'm all for saving money and finding dupes, because I don't always want to pay name brand price. But here's the new CoverGirl palette I got. I was so excited about this because it has a lot of very festive, fun colors for Thanksgiving and for Christmas and wintertime. They're like warmer yet bright tones. So here I'm going to use pretty much all of them because I was just kind of going overboard. Here I'm just putting on a base color so that any other color I put on top of it, it'll be a lot easier to blend, because as you'll see in a second, I will use a blue, and guys, please bear with me because it does not look great at first. And I was honestly really scared when I first started doing my eyeshadow because it was just a bold move, but I really wanted to see the blue because look how beautiful that color is. All right, you ready for this? In a few seconds, it's gonna look absolutely horrendous, but praise the Lord for blender brushes because they work miracles. Even when it looks absolutely terrible, blender brushes can save your life when it comes to eyeshadow. So as you can tell, it just gets worse until I add some other colors on it, and you can tell my face is kind of like, oh shoot, what have I done? But I'm trying to cover it up and look calm and, you know, sing. But inside I was kind of freaking out because I did not want to, or neither did I have time to redo my entire face and makeup. So just bear with me because it does get a whole lot better. But I love that blue color. Like, I think I could actually make that work sometime with the right outfit and with the right brush, of course. I didn't have my whole brush set because I was staying with my in-laws for the weekend, and I of course did not bring all my makeup. But here I am trying to blend it a little bit so it didn't look as terrible, but it looks absolutely horrendous. Feel free to agree. But bear with me because I promise the finishing look looks a whole lot better. Okay, here's the blending brush that I absolutely love, also by Sonia Kashuk, and it works miracles. You can already tell it's getting a lot less dark, and the lines aren't as noticeable as it was beforehand. and you can tell I'm starting to breathe more easily. I also hate filming eyeshadow videos because my eyes look just so strange in them. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but just bear with me. Okay, here is one of my favorite colors on this palette. It's like a light pink, but it almost has like an iridescent kind of look to it. And so I love it for the holidays because it adds a lot of shine, and it has like a blue tint and a purplish tint and a pink tint, and it was a really good color to kind of cover up all of the blue and blend together to make it a little bit more bearable before I add the other colors on. And as you can tell, it kind of has that luminescent look to it. Overall, I'd highly recommend this palette though. I really enjoyed using all these colors. I believe this was Saturday. We were gonna go Christmas shopping and pick out a Christmas tree, and it was gonna be a lot of fun, festive things to do that day. So this palette was a lot of fun to do beforehand, just to kind of get in the Christmas spirit, and we're listening to Christmas music, of course, and so it was just a lot of fun. Still hang in there. I know this doesn't look great yet, but it was just so much fun. So then, of course, I blend it again, and at some point I'll kind of wipe away the top of it, and I'll even go back. I didn't do it today, but with the Maybelline concealer, sometimes I'll go over the top of my eyeshadow between my eyebrow and my eyelid to kind of blend in the eyeshadow if I think it's too high up. Some people go all the way up. That's not really my style. I'll highlight underneath my brow, but I really don't like going all the way up. So here I'm using the kind of copperish color to kind of contour my eyelid where I go in to the crease a little bit, and then I'm blending it over my lid as well. And you can tell it's already helping that crazy blue color. I will try to put another video up of using the blue eyeshadow tastefully, but yeah, these other colors kind of helped cover it up, but it adds a really nice depth to my eye look at the end of this video. Or else I feel like with my skin tone and some of the other lighter colors, it just would not have looked as deep and like have as much color and fun to it. And as much as I'm having fun in this video, as y'all can see. Anybody else love dancing and singing while they're doing makeup? It just like makes my day. Doing makeup and dancing and singing is a game changer for me. Okay, here I'm using the purple tone, which is also a beautiful color. I think if you use this wrong, it would definitely look like you have a black eye, which y'all can kind of tell right now. I think if I just left it here, I would look like I had been punched in the face, which that's not the makeup style I go for. But it also, I was doing it along my crease and then kind of on the outside of my eye, not my entire eyelid, just to add some contrast to the inner eye versus the outside of my eyelid. And I believe I also use this color on my lower lid as well, which I don't always do, but I really liked it with this look. I feel like I just completed it with how kind of smoky and bold this eye look is. I just like completing it sometimes with eyeshadow on my lower lid. Another thing I loved about this palette is my eyes are so sensitive to eye makeup. I don't know about y'all. Please feel free to leave a comment below if you feel the same way, but my eyes are so sensitive that they will get bloodshot if I don't use the right eyeshadow. So I cannot go super cheap on my eyeshadow and just get random ones. I have to be very picky. So usually I don't use powder eyeshadows. I usually just stick to cream eyeshadows, which there are some by, I think it's CoverGirl that I love. It's a 24-hour one, but they don't, the powder falls into my eyes, which is what partially irritates them when the creams don't. But as you can tell, my eyes stay pretty bright here, which I was really surprised with the eyeshadow, and I'm really thankful for because I love playing around with eyeshadows. So if you have sensitive eyes, I would definitely recommend trying this CoverGirl. I can't say that it will work for you, but it surprisingly worked for me, and my eyes are so sensitive. It's ridiculous. Also, if you do have sensitive eyes, if they do get dry or red, there is eye drops called Lumify. I believe it's by Bausch & Lomb, and they are a game changer. There are days that, you know, it's been a really long night, I'm out with my husband and we're just hanging out or we're out to dinner, and my eyes get really dry or the makeup dries on my eyes, and I'll put a drop in each eye, and Y'all, the difference is insane. And within like, I think it's 10 seconds, your eyes go from bloodshot to like clear as day. I'm so jealous of people who just have that all the time. You know, you see these models or other girls who have, you know, beautiful white eyes, and mine just aren't like that unless I use those. So if you have sensitive eyes, definitely check out the Lumify eye drops. They're incredible. You can get them practically anywhere. Okay, back to my eyeshadow. So now I'm going back over with the copper tone just to brighten it up a little bit, because since I put on that purple, it kind of made it darker again. And I didn't want a super dark look because I wasn't going out at night. This was just like a daytime look that I was looking forward to. And as you can tell, I'm really enjoying this makeup and this song. But I feel like that copper gave it like a nice warm tone compared to the cooler blue and purple tones. And now I'm going back with my favorite color on this palette, the pinkish luminant, what's that word? Luminescent look that I saw earlier. And so you can tell I'm kind of blending the edges with it so my makeup doesn't look like it's so high up. And it actually did a really good job of that. I also have a palette called, I think it's Beauty Bakery makes it. And it's something put in, it's so cute, and it smells like a bakery too. But that also has a really good blending tone on there. But here I'm going to go in on the inner eye as well to kind of brighten it up. I'm also going to do in the crease of my eye. Sorry, not my crease of my eye. Jeez Louise. The corner of my eye. And then I'm going to kind of underline the inner eye on the bottom lid to kind of connect the other two. But I love putting a brighter color in the corner of my lid. I feel like it just brightens up my eyeshadow so much more and brightens up my eyes. Also, if you have blue eyes, I love this palette. As you can tell, my eyes look so much more blue than they did at the beginning of the video. I don't really know why, but I love this eyeshadow palette. I just feel like it made my eyes really pop. Here's a new eyeliner pen that I forgot to mention, but I got it at the same time as the new primer, blush, and eyeshadow. It's by e.l.f. They actually have a fatter pen for an eyeliner that I love, but they did not have it in store. Eyeliner is my least favorite makeup to do. But I actually really like the thin one too. I'd suggest either one of them. Okay, this is something that I don't want to have to live without. It's called the L'Oreal Mascara Primer. And so it goes on white, but it just helps separate your eyelashes and holds on your mascara all day long. And I just feel like my eyelashes look so much more full and voluminous and lengthened with this primer on. My eyelashes have also grown. I don't know if that's because of my Monat skincare products or if it's because of this primer, but I love this primer so much. One day I just want to leave it. I just want to have like a frosted eyelash look, but I feel like it would look ridiculous. But I also feel like it would look really cute in like January or February if it's snowing outside and you have like white eyelashes to match. So then once I put my primer on, I also use the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I've tried quite a few mascaras, and every formula and every brush is different, but I've really enjoyed this one, and I've actually bought this multiple times in a row. Once y'all get to know me, you'll realize that I love to have different eyeshadows and different makeup and different skincare. You know, I'll find something that I absolutely love, I don't get bored with it, and I'll try something else. So but this one I've actually really enjoyed, so until I find another one that I love more, I'm just going to keep on with it. I also use Ibotta, and so if I ever try a new mascara or new makeup, it probably is also because I had a deal to get cash back. And if you want to know more about Ibotta, Ibotta, there's an app, it's a cashback app. I've earned over like a couple $100s over the past few years just by buying groceries or trying new things. Sometimes I'll get some things for free, sometimes I get paid to try things. So if you're interested, message me and I'll give you a referral code, and it'll give us both cashback for you joining the app and for me sharing my code. Alright, so this is the finished look before I go back in with my finishing spray. Oh, I've read about my eyebrows. Okay, this is one thing that I love to do. There's a few different ways I do it. This is an e.l.f. Intense Eyebrow Pencil, and I really like it. I just outline my eyebrows, and then I kind of brush in the color, or I'll fill in the color depending on how bold I want my eyebrows to look that day. But there's also I'll just use an angled, very small angled brush, and I'll get an eyeshadow that's the same color as my eyebrows, and I'll line them like that way, and then I'll brush the color up into my eyebrows, which gives it a more defined look. This one, it's kind of easier to mess it up. The other way I feel like is a whole lot easier, but I feel like this stays all day long, so if I'm wearing all day makeup, this is usually my go-to. And as you can tell, I'm filling in my eyebrows a little bit more rather than just brushing in the color. But I really like this eyebrow pencil. It holds all day long. I know some people don't like e.l.f. They think it's too cheap, but I actually love e.l.f. And they're also cruelty-free, and I just really like the products that they make. I have quite a few of their products, actually. e.l.f. and Milani and L'Oreal, those are my go-to makeups in the drugstore. I just feel like I haven't gone wrong with any of them. Maybelline, I like some of their things. I'm actually about to use their Maybelline Brow Sculpt. And so this just helps my eyebrows stay in place all day long. And it's just really nice. I just feel like it adds like a nice finish to it and makes my eyebrows also look more natural because it adds more lines to it rather than just having, you know, a blob of an eyebrow. So I definitely recommend this product by Maybelline. There's just not many other products that I find by Maybelline. So if you'll have some favorite product names, or even if you like something with Maybelline, please let me know. I love trying new things. So any recommendations that y'all have? Sorry y'all, it's been a long day at work and I cannot seem to talk. But if you have any recommendations, please drop them below. I'd be happy to try them and post about what I think about them and how I use them. All right, there's the Milani spray again. And oh yes, okay, this is actually by Maybelline, I believe. It's a lipstick. And I love this color so much. If you want the name of it, I can't remember it right now, but I can add it in the comments if y'all would like. But it's a really good color that honestly you could wear all year round. I bought it in the fall, and I actually wore it on my wedding day. My husband and I got married a few months ago in September. It was a lot of fun, but I just love this color. It's like a really great pink. All right, here is the finished look before I go get ready, you know, get dressed to go. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment below.